This is a multiple choice question about market structures. In this case, it says in an oligopolistic market, there is. Just like all the other questions, I'd advise you to think about what you know about oligopolistic markets before you look at the answers so that you're not thrown and confused, which is what the exam board will be trying to do. So in an oligopolistic market, this is a certain type of market structure where a small number of firms dominate the market. That means that a small number of firms have a large proportion of the market share for the whole market. So an example of this would be the cinema market in the UK. Also the supermarket industry in the UK. In the cinema market in the UK, we've got View, we've got Cineworld, and we have Odeon. Together, those three alone have a very big proportion of the market, and therefore it's an oligopolistic market. So a small number of firms dominate the market. That's the definition. Now we can look at the answers. So there is a single producer. No. A single producer would mean that there's actually a pure monopoly, or a monopoly is where you have one producer only. The next one, competition between a few, that's key, large, yes, producers. It looks as if that is the right answer because it's a small number of firms, few, and they are very large because they're dominating the market. Together, the small number of firms have a very big proportion of the market share. So it looks as if B is the right answer. Check the other ones to be sure. There is easy entry into the market. No. The barriers to entry are quite high in oligopoly, largely due to branding and advertising by the very big firms and people's awareness of those. So therefore, most people go to those big firms. It's difficult to enter the market and compete with them. So that's wrong. Last one, there is no advertising. That's wrong as well. These large firms are trying to compete with each other, but generally speaking, in an oligopoly, they don't compete on price. They are not trying to decrease the price of their product, because if they do that, usually that will result in a price war where the other producers will also reduce the price of their product, and overall their revenue will go down. So they don't compete on price. They generally use non-pricing strategies. One of these could well be advertising. It might also be changing their product, the place that they sell their product, or their form of promotion. But there will definitely be advertising. So therefore, the answer is, in an oligopolistic market, there is competition between a few large producers. The answer is B.